Yo, hi guys, back again with another video for our lovely Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, lovely video for Wednesday. Thank you. But on a serious note, though, today's video is a more. We're gonna continue this fiction. We're gonna continue this train. Gonna continue this train because today's video is villains. Not just anything. Why do people like villains? That's the topic of today. You speak about villains. Do you know anything about the Lord of Darkness? Do you know anything about the words that you speak? Excuse me? Who are you? What the fuck is going on? Who am I? You poor weak immortal. I don't think I feel need to give you the name. Yes, I'll actually like for a name. There's a stranger in this room. Can you please tell me and the audience who you may be, kind sir? Weak immortal. Who gives you the right to ask the Lord of Chaos, the Lord of Darkness, name? Who's this audience you speak of? I never heard of such things. Whoa. Ease up now, big fella. First and foremost, you're a stranger in this room. I think I have all right to ask who you are. Okay. Anyway, I have all right to ask who's the stranger in my room. Lord of Chaos, Lord of Darkness. Is that your name? Lord of Chaos. No, that's not who my name is, you fool. My name is just me. I think it's been centuries since I have learned of my name. How long has it been since I wished to remember my name? But you could call me just me. Just me. Oh, okay. I mean, on the spot, but it's the best I could do, okay? It's the best he could do. So you're saying you lost your memory? And yeah, I hope you like that. I think I want to try more of those things. Okay, it was a little rush because it was off the dome for today's topic, right? Because today we're gonna talk about why people like villains. Like low key, the only thing I could say why people do it. Not my bad. I hope you like that little skit. Comment down below. What more could I add to that skit for our new friend over here? I think I might create that a series, but anyway, push that aside. So like I said, today's video is all about villains and why do people like villains. The only thing I could say, the reason why people like villains is because they're hella cool. That's all. Like, come to think about it, a villain is the only character in all of fiction that is the coolest person. They low-key give all the swag, all the drip to a villain. They give that all to a villain. And like, that's unfair though. Like, why must the villain be the coolest character? Like, couldn't the villain be like an ugly mug or something? No, the villain stats are either extremely handsome, a lot of money, or just bona fide cool. Like, they just ooze coolness. And yeah, like I would say some of them with the most heinous crimes, and a lot of those who fucked up parties, like a lot of women like the villains. I don't have a problem with the villain because generally speaking, I'll always choose a villain because, like, oh well, if I say I always choose the villain, that's kind of dumb because not really, because they actual are evil people. But when I mean, like, I'll generally like want the villain to win sometimes because he will just be there cool. Like, you kind of my bad. You kind of lose the fondness over the hero of the stories. Well, my perspective changed of heroes after watching a lot of anime and then seeing, like, sometimes the villain is low-key the right one in the story, because sometimes the hero is just like a dickhead, you know. He's just a dickhead, and honestly speaking, I can't do a dickhead. But anyway, push that aside. I'm gonna just say a few lists and reasons why I would like to say, because they're the coolest. That's why people a lot of like them. And the reason I'm making this video is because just to talk about them. Because honestly, like I said, the listing of villains is always either extremely handsome, like handsome villains will fall under the Sebastian from Black Butler. Toji. He's a villain, and he's from Jujutsu Kaisen. There will be a few characters who are low-key villains, and I'll name a majority from Jujutsu Kaisen. I could name a few, I just don't remember them off the dome. It's been a minute. So then you got Sukuna. Then you got Muzan. Because one thing I've learned, to justify them, they have why he kinda. The man is committing heinous crimes, but the Huns will just say, but why he kinda? Big man, like, come on, like, why? Like, why? Why he kinda? Anyway, you got Sebastian, you got Toji, you got Sukuna, Geto. Who else? I said Aizen. Yeah, Aizen falls under that one because he's the why he kinda, Itachi. Although he's not a villain, I won't put him on the list. I won't put him on the list of villainy. But he has fallen under being a villain, though. He slaughtered his entire village, so that's a villain act. So he's on the list. Yeah, if I had to name, yeah. And then also, might sound controversial, Gojo's a villain. Gojo's a villain, guys. What did I say? A villain is either extremely handsome, rich. What else? I put a third one. What did I say? See, I forgot now. Or cool. My bad. Or cool. Gojo fits under all three descriptions. He's handsome, or just bona fide hot, or whatever we call him. He's rich because he comes from a wealthy clan, and he's cool. So, like, mind my lack of enthusiasm for that expression, but Gojo's a villain. I don't care what you'll say. He's a villain. Now, rich villains. I said handsome villains. Now these are the rich villains. Lex Luthor. Why I put him on there? Lex Luthor is a typically cool villain. Like, if you think about it logically, like, Lex Luthor is a cool villain, and he's rich. Batman is a villain too. Why would I put Batman? He's described as a hero. Batman is rich. He has the capability of stopping crime entirely in Gotham City, but he wants to dress up as a bat to beat people's asses. He's first and foremost psychotic, and second and foremost and he's a prick. That is no hero. That's a villain, because he could use his wealth to stop crime by giving jobs, which he doesn't. So what, he built an orphanage? So what, he built a hospital? So what? What about the jobs? Remember, people do crime because of economy. He has the ability to fix it, but no, he wants to dress up as a bat and beat people's asses viciously, without regard whether they can afford those bills. Villain. And that is what Bruce Wayne is. And see. Anyway, jokes aside, but that's what Batman is. He's a villain and he's rich. That's all you need to know. and as I stand by because like Loki, that's Batman, and he's a villain. I'm gonna name two because I don't remember the rest. Now we're gonna head on to cool villains, and the thing is, on this topic of discussing about villains, a lot of people will justify such heinous acts. Like, okay, I understand that some of them have like logistic reasons, like Lex Luthor wants to stop Superman because first and foremost, he's an alien, so Lex Luthor is a racist. Lex Luthor's racist, and that's his. The other anime characters, well, I only named from one anime, two animes. One wants to become God, and the other are just cursed spirits. Nothing more. But the people, just because of their overly good looks, justify it. No wrong, no harm. Because at the end of the day, they're all kind of cool in my book. Besides Batman, everybody else is pretty much cool. But the cool villains, I'll have to list them in a manner of saying like Loki, who just oozes that aura. I'll say Madra. Yes, he's a villain, but like he was badass, dog. Like, come on, who doesn't like a badass villain? Oh, instead of calling them cool, why not just call them badass? These are villains who are just low-key badass. And Madra's badass. He beat the entire army as a shinobi. Where else is also badass? Damn, it's like, oh, like I wasn't badass, right? Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, Doflamingo, badass, and he's rich. He's not that good looking, but women find him attractive. Although I'm just saying a lot of women, but also a lot of guys too. But this is on the badass list. From My Hero Academia, 1-4, yeah, badass. These are just villains, and the thing is, like I said, villains generally are the drippiest characters, has the coolest. What's also the funny, the crazy part is like a lot of villains, like you want to disagree with them, but Loki you can't. Like for example, Pain.
Watching anime is easy as fuck till the villain starts making sense. Now all of a sudden I gotta start reconsidering. I thought I was siding with the heroes just to find out there's no villains. He makes too much damn sense to be one. Pain, but really all of the Naruto villains will literally sit down with you and give you a full PowerPoint explanation of their side. All you gotta do is ask one question and they'll explain that shit as eloquent as they possibly can. You gotta sit there after all that shit and tell them they're wrong. And honestly, I couldn't do it. Pain's speech to Naruto about the cycle of hatred, my god.
We're both just ordinary men who have been driven to seek vengeance in the name of justice. And if one comes to call vengeance justice, such justice will only breed further vengeance and trigger a vicious cycle of hatred.
Oh my god! Just take the village, brother. God damn, I don't even want it no more. What the fuck? In your free time, please watch the whole thing. This motherfucker gave you the full breakdown. Even acknowledged Naruto's side, acknowledged that he's noble for his goal, and explains that they both had the goal of peace, but because of what the world made Pain to be, he has to go about it a different way. I would have just sat there and said, brother, you're right. Why am I acting like this? This shit is crazy. Like, it's hard to watch a show.
From Naruto, bro, they hit with the speech. They have the coolest quotes. Like, this is no hate to this video is not about hate besides Batman. This video is not hate to any other villain. This is just my general opinion, because like a lot of people like villains because first and foremost, like I said, they have the drop, they have the soundtrack, Brody. Soundtrack. They have the soundtrack. Come on, big man. They have a soundtrack to their intros. Damn. They just have swag. They have the hardest hitting quotes. Like what? The hardest hitting quotes. Like Madra says, like he's one. Hold on, let me just find it. It's here somewhere.
1 hour later.
Yeah, is it like the wake up to reality? It says most. It
Wake
says,
up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility. Listen. Everywhere you look in this world, wherever there is light, there will always be shadows to be found as well. As long as there is a concept of victors, the vanquished will also exist. The selfish intent of wanting to preserve peace initiates wars, and hatred is born in order to protect love. There are nexuses, causal relationships that cannot be separated. I want to sever the fate of this world. A world of only victors. A world of only peace. A world of only love.
reality. It says most. It says the world is full of things that don't go as you wish. Facts. The longer you live, the more you realize that reality is just made out of pain, futility, and emptiness, which is facts. And at the end of the day, the quote is just stating what the world is and what you could do to change it. But yeah, like I wasn't planning on making this long. It's just my why people like them, and yeah, and what villains are normally come out to: rich, handsome, and badass. Even like for example, the protagonists in most stories are neither. They're either broke or lack badassness. Some of them are handsome, but story for another day. A story for another day. And most heroes don't have the hard-hitting quotes. Let's just be honest. Most heroes don't have the hardest hitting quotes like a villain does. A villain has them quotes. But yeah, anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you all liked it. If you did, thank you. Doesn't matter which part of the video ended up, whether it was just the beginning or the end, it don't matter. As long as you watch the video, that's all that really matters to me. As long as you watch the video, liked it. Comment me your thoughts. Comment me if I'm speaking the truth or am I just talking out my ass as usual. Or like, yeah, just like also comment like, did you like that? Should I add it more often? Below intro. I mean, that was cool. Like when I mean add it more often, like if I do discussions like these, like, you know what I mean? Should I add little skits to see? Remember, I told you I'm just experimenting, just to see if whether you like it or not. And yeah, if you're fucks with me, which you probably do, that's why you here. Okay, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you in the next. Hope you'll have a lovely day, and peace.